and welcome to my channel. So today I have 9 fragrances for you. You already low-key just saw one that give coconut in my collection. These are 9 fragrances. Listen, I'm not saying these are the only fragrances at all in my collection that have coconut, because I just really honestly was not gonna sit here and go through every single fragrance myself and be like, this is the coconut is in here, and Google it or fragrance it and be like, yeah, there's coconut in here. But these do definitely have coconut, and I even took notes for you. Okay, so we're gonna go through, for me, my least coconut fragrances and my most coconut fragrances. So it's not, so I just have them in 2 separate categories, so because they give me coconut automatically, for sure. And then, so let's do the first category, which, okay, there's coconut in here, but it's not the main component. Okay, the first one is Ariana Grande's Cloud. I'm gonna be real with you. This is an airy yet on the ground gourmand. That's what Ariana Grande's Cloud is for me. The airiness is the only thing that's reminiscent of Baccarat Rouge 540. This is not, for me, dupe enough worthy of Baccarat Rouge 540, I believe. Dossier's version is closer. Ocha's version is closer, but it gives the airiness, that airy vibe. This is definitely way sweeter than Baccarat Rouge 540. And here you have lavender, pear, bergamot, vanilla orchid, whipped cream, coconut, praline, musk, and woody notes. I've been wearing this fragrance a little bit. I'm liking this fragrance. I think it's a beautiful fragrance. I think it's a feminine fragrance, but not a coconut-y fragrance. There's coconut in here, which is why I'm mentioning it to you, but I would not have been able to tell you off smell that this is coconut. Okay, am I the guru to end all gurus of perfumes? No, but for me, I'm okay. I'm decent. I know look ting on, ching on, 2 on 3 and 4 about fragrance, but I don't know 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. You know what I mean? But there is coconut in here. It's beautiful. It doesn't last super long, but the longevity is decent. The projection is okay. I've worn this to bed and have no issues, so you know it's not a booming fragrance. That is Ariana Grande's. The next one is another Ariana Grande fragrance. This is Thank You. Next, there is raspberry and pear, coconut, pink, rose, macaroons, and musk. Now, I can sort of smell the... Now that I read the coconut notes in there, I can smell like an after. And if I really thought about it, I was trying to break down notes, I might be able to say coconut, but that's not the main factor in here, but it does play a role. It's definitely a musky, sweet-esque fragrance. It's not a super... No, the coconut's there, but it's not... It's the coconut's there, but it's more like a musky, sweet, feminine fragrance that if I do sit here and think about it, I'll smell it, but it wouldn't be the first note I would say. I would definitely say this has some musk in it. It's definitely a fruity... Oh, this smells so nice. A fruity fragrance. This is definitely something I actually do like. I haven't been reaching for it, and I really should. This is why I do things like monthly trays, so I make myself focus on other fragrances, because I really will not use a fragrance and it has absolutely nothing to do with me disliking it, and everything to do with my focus. Really could be focusing on things and not on my collection as a whole. The next one, before we move on to ones that give me coconut, all right, and this is Powdery Coconut. This is the dupe for Soleil Blanc, I believe. This is from Dossier. Top notes of cardamom, pistachio, bergamot. Middle notes of ylang ylang, tuberose, and jasmine. Base notes of cedarwood, amber, benzoin, and coconut. Now, this is reminiscent to me of Metalik in the beginning. A very less metal smell, but still kind of metal in the first like 2 minutes. And then it becomes like suntan lotion. I haven't worn suntan lotion. I was trying to figure out how the heck I know what suntan lotion smells like, because, you know, this is my natural, well, this is actually not my natural color. I'm a couple shades darker, but you get my point. I'm brown, okay? I'm brown with the orange undertone naturally, okay? This smells like my stepmother. My mother who raised me tanned a lot. This is exactly what she smells like. And as it dries, the best part about a powdery coconut is the dry down. And I noticed it's so warm. It's almost like you literally were like when my mom would come inside after tanning for 2-3 hours, and she would come in, she would feel warm, smell warm, and smell a little sweet. There's definitely was coconut scent in my mom's suntan lotion, for sure. This is so gorgeous. It's actually kind of interesting that I haven't worn this more. And it's summertime. It's sweet, but that slight cool, that coolness that almost gives slight like memory to Metalique, makes it a little less sweet. But there is benzoin, coconut, benzoin and coconut in here, which do lend some sweetness for sure. But this is not an overtly sweetness fragrance, and I would not be mad if I smelled this on a man. I definitely think a man could wear this. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's so gorgeous. I actually should have worn this today. I was really outside. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I would recommend powdery coconut. You definitely could smell in the dry down the coconut in this fragrance, but in the beginning I didn't. And I wouldn't immediately be able to tell you there's coconut in it, which is why I said that. Okay, and funny enough, these three are affordable. Affordable to me was within the $40 range and less. These are all around the $40 range and under. I think these are actually under $30 and under, to be honest with you. So now let's hit ones that for me, that not let's hit the one that actually doesn't have coconut as a note. Supposedly. I don't believe them. I don't believe them not one little bit, because it's giving pina colada, which is a coconut. Listen, this is Pepe Jeans for her, the one that looks like a martini glass. The first note that hits me is vodka. There's definitely a vodka note in here. It's giving liquor. That's liquor. Oh, that's liquor. That's what it's giving me at first. Like vodka with no flavoring, just straight up vodka. But not like the cheapest vodka, because the cheapest vodka could be something like rubbing alcohol. They put a little bit of coin. Not a lot, but a little bit of coin. And then the next thing I smell is like a creamy coconut, but in a drink. Like it smells like a pina colada. You got vodka, vanilla, almond milk, amber, musk, marshmallow, amber, almond, and tangerine. How the heck those notes? I couldn't tell you there was almond milk in here. That it just lends a creaminess along with the marshmallow to this fragrance. I don't believe that there's not coconut in here. I really and truly don't. Let me know. Has any of you smelled Pepe Jeans for her? Let me know if you smell coconut in here. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I really should use this fragrance as well. This is really nice. This is really nice. The thing about this one is it is giving me pina colada, but it is warm at the same time. I feel like it's giving me gourmand enough that I would wear it in the fall. Most definitely not the winter, but I would wear it in the fall, especially transitioning from summer to fall, or I would wear it in the spring to summer. This is a great fragrance before fall becomes really cold and you just want to smell like cookies. You want to smell like frosted flakes and roasted pear and all the thick, sweet candy, gourmand dessert, yummalicious. You can smell, I smell like a bakery type of super affordable fragrance. This is Late de Coco. It's a perfume and low. It does not last long at all. It also is like $7 or $10, I'm being dramatic. This smells like coconut milk. Straight up. Like literally, the coconut milk. So I'm Jamaican, I'm Caribbean American, and I make rice and peas, which is white rice with red kidney beans, and I use the red kidney beans in the bag. Put the red kidney beans in the bag. Little quick like cook lesson. Put the bagged red kidney beans, so they're dried red kidney beans, into what do you call them? A pressure cooker, and you put a cup, like the whole can of coconut milk. That can of coconut milk is what this smells like. I don't per se really wear this by itself, but when I want to add that coconut milk smell, which is to most of my fragrances, okay, I really could. I can't wait for my dupe of Marc Jacobs Perfect to come, because I'm gonna add this little girl to the fragrance. She's nice. Oh, it literally smells just like the canned coconut milk, and it's super affordable. The notes in here, are they notes in here? Did I not take down the notes in here? Oh, here it goes. I have coconut, vanilla, praline, and bergamot. But like literally, you want to know what this smells like? Get a can of coconut milk for 99 cents or $1.10, whatever, at the grocery store. You can use that for a lot of things. So open it up, smell it. That's what this smells like. So good. I love it. I love it. The next one is Kayali's Utopia Vanilla Cocoa. I am bouncing back and forth between whether or not I want to get a full bottle of this. And it has nothing to do with me not liking it, and everything to do with for some reason, and this is only this fragrance I've had this situation with, it has a very strong alcohol smell in the beginning that turns me off. Okay, here we go. So once you finally start actually getting to the fragrance, it says coconut, honeysuckle, pear, blossom, Italian lemon, jasmine, sambac, tuberose, gardenia, ambrette, and bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, and patchouli. I don't think my skin... Tuberose is strong in this one, I've noticed. I've been wondering why I've not reached for this. So honeysuckle, tuberose, and gardenia. I feel like I smell them in here. And it's a nice fragrance. It's a nice fragrance. I smell the coconut in here is a nice, beautiful, creamy coconut. But I'm not a big fan of tuberose when I can smell it heavy. Now, I'm not saying I definitely smell like a bubble gum, but I smell something that I feel like is reminiscent of tuberose. And the gardenia, the white floor, it's strong. It's strong in here as it dries down on my skin. And so I'm not really, it's not booming, but on my skin, for some reason, I'm not pulling the sweet notes like I should be. The sweet notes in here should be booming on my skin, and it's not. The bourbon vanilla is not bourbon vanilla-ing on my skin like it should be throughout the entirety of this fragrance. It's a base note. I don't really get the bourbon vanilla till like an hour before it disappears, and this fragrance lasts about 4 hours on my skin. It's okay. I don't dislike it, and I'm definitely gonna get through this bottle, because when I mix this with Reb Fleur or Dolce Garden, it pulls the sweeter notes more, if that makes sense. So next one, let's talk about Reb Fleur. You've got peach, plum, red berries, coconut, tuberose, hibiscus, violet, vanilla, patchouli, musk, and amber. The tuberose in here is not tuberosing. It's not tuberosing. Not like in Kayali's Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. Not like there's a tuberose fragrance I just tried recently that I low-key gagged. I'm going to be honest with you. Tuberose on my skin is not a vibe. This is a sweet patchouli fragrance. It's a coconut patchouli. It's a sweet coconut patchouli fragrance. It's a fruity coconut patchouli fragrance. Because you are going to get a blast of those fruits. There's definitely a red berries in here that I smell. I'm not sure if I smell the plum, but I'm definitely smelling red berries. And then it dries down and you get this hibiscus coconut vanilla patchouli. The patchouli is there throughout the entirety of the fragrance in different strengths. You'll smell a lot, then you'll smell, is it there? Okay, I smell it. It's not a dirty patchouli. It's an earthy patchouli that gives this, to me, some sex appeal. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then as it warms up. The musk, the amber, the vanilla. Let's keep moving on. These last two are my favorite coconut fragrances in my collection. No one can tell me anything about Alien Goddess. Oh. The bottle is bottling. And they just dropped the Intense. And when I tell you I had to physically stop myself from spending the $80-something to buy it, because settle down, relax. Let me go in store. Macy's somebody gotta have it and give it a try. Because if it's not giving a different enough difference, then there's really no reason for me to have both. But this is so gorgeous. You really truly can't tell me anything about not a beautiful fragrance this is. It's very bright and bubbly in the beginning. Very bright and bubbly and fun. And then it warms up into such an enticing, it's very mouthwatering in the beginning. And it warms up into this enticing bourbon vanilla fragrance. So you got coconut water, bergamot, jasmine, heliotrope, bourbon vanilla, and cashmere, or whatever, you get what I'm saying. Bourbon vanilla in here is done right. The bergamot gives it a bubbly thing. I wouldn't have been able to guess coconut water because this is not a soup. In the start it is, but it ends up a very warm fragrance. So I would not have guessed bourbon vanilla, coconut water as the coconut that was in here. I'm sorry guys, I have to, dead. KO, knockout. Let me stop the foolishness. Here it is. Like, it's already getting warm. It's so warm and yummy and beautiful. Oh my gosh, I really truly love this fragrance. Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I got this for under $90, and this is the 2 ml. Can you imagine? 2 ounce one. Caught it on a sale. This one, no. Look at this den I've already placed in this bottle, and I've had this for a short amount of time, and I should have got the bigger bottle, and I didn't because I was being cheap over the $8 or $10 difference. Why do you do these things, man? Dolce Garden has magnolia, mandarin orange, neroli, coconut, frangipani, ylang ylang, vanilla absolute, almond milk, and sandalwood. This is a very, I'm gonna give it tropical. I'm gonna give you tropical. Sweet, very beautiful. The mandarin orange is booming right now. Usually doesn't boom like this, but it's a sweet, beautiful fragrance. This is such a nice fragrance. I'm gonna once again spray myself. I'm about to take a shower, so don't worry. I have like 32 fragrances on me. This is such a sweet, yummy, delectable, easy grab fragrance. If I want my husband to say I smell good, or a family member, I'm gonna wear this one. If I'm gonna be outside, I'm most definitely not wearing this fragrance, but she's beautiful. She's giving. The coconut is in here strong. The mandarin orange is in here, but the vanilla with absolute with the coconut and the almond milk and the sandalwood is giving everything it's supposed to give. The neroli for me is really not strong in here at all. I love this. I absolutely adore this, and it deserves every bit of hype and a little more that it gets. I'm just being honest with you. And those are the 9 coconut fragrances in my collection. Please go ahead and drop me the coconut, the lime and the coconut, and drink it all. It's great. It's great. Drop me a coconut emoji if you made it to the end of this video. And let me know if you tried any of these and if you liked any of the coconut fragrances I mentioned. And are there any coconut fragrances that I didn't mention that you really, truly like? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's chitter chatter about coconut fragrances. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.